Guys, and welcome on back. Earlier this morning I did a little shopping over at Target and HomeGoods and a quick trip to Trader Joe's. And now that my kitchen table is covered with some shopping bags, I wanted to share with you my Sunday shopping haul before I get it all put away and ready for the week ahead. And we're going to start out with some stuff from Target. So some homey items that I picked up. This one is more of like, not home maintenance, but home organization is what I was trying to say. It is this Command brand spray bottle hanger set. So I got a couple of these, and Target has actually been out of these the past few times I have been there. So like the picture shows, you just hook your or hang your little spray bottles on the inside of this. And I think that's just a little bit easier to pick up some of your most commonly used cleaners and sprays. So I picked up a few of these. Like I said, I'm gonna put our household cleaners that we typically use all the time, and also a couple of pet cleaners that we have in our laundry room. I've been really wanting to organize those a little bit and get those easier access, because right now they're kind of like behind a few things in the laundry room cabinet, and unfortunately we've had to use them a couple of times in the past few weeks. So we won't go into those stories, and we'll just keep moving on. The next item that I picked up is this Lysol laundry sanitizer. It doesn't have any bleach in it, and it is the free and clear or free and gentle version. So that means it just doesn't have any harsh chemicals in it that would be irritating to our skin. And like I said, this is an additive that you would throw in with your laundry, with your softener and your detergent. I picked this up mainly to help kind of disinfect some of Gus's blankets, some of his bedding that goes over his little dog bed, and then every now and then some of his toys could use an extra cleaning. And I do have a cleaner that I picked up at the pet store, but it didn't seem like it was really getting all of the stuff out, and sometimes things were still a little smelly, so I wanted something that had a little bit more of a boost. So I'm excited to give this a try. Plus my sister recommended it to me, and she uses it with some things for her dog Max, and he is a slobbery dog. He is a Newfoundland, so she has to make sure that she keeps everything nice and clean over at her house as well too. So I'm excited to give this a try, not only with Gus's stuff, but also our activewear and anything that just gets really stinky, smelly, and dirty. Now, whenever I'm at Target, I always take a little stroll through the Hearth and Hand section, because how can you not? And I was so excited that I finally found this really pretty recipe or cookbook stand. So I've seen it on Target.com. It's got this beautiful wood background and then kind of like this antique brass color for the base. And then of course it has a little kickstand in the back. I thought this would be really beautiful to display my Magnolia cookbooks on, but also that keepsake recipe book that I shared in my last video with those 5 Amazon favorites to kickstart organization. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it up here above. But I thought that that would be really pretty sitting on here, because that book also has some gold coils on the outside, and then I think it has some gold lettering on the front. So I'm excited to put that in this cookbook stand and see how it looks in the kitchen. And then the very last homey item that I got, or I should say items, I got all of these faux greenery stems. So it is a lot, and I am not anticipating keeping all of these, but I feel like when the calendar flips to March, everyone is going to go into springtime mode, and I will not be able to find any of these anywhere. And I really like the quality of the faux stems at Target, particularly the ones from Hearth and Hand. I have several already, but this one I just got, it is the Queen Anne's lace stem, which I thought was really pretty to put in a big vase. And that's kind of why I picked up all of these, was because I've seen so many different TikToks where people are doing beautiful faux greenery or floral arrangements in really cool ceramic vases and putting them in their foyer or on their kitchen table or on their countertop. So I need to find a big vase to put all of these in, or just maybe a few. But I'm excited to have these, and I'm going to try to see where I can also fit them in around the house. Now we're moving on to beauty stuff, and the first item I picked up I was not on the hunt for, but I have seen it advertised. It is this Vaseline Healing Jelly. It's an all-over body balm jelly stick. It's fragrance free, and it says it has like anti-friction properties to it as well. So I already have like an anti-friction stick for summertime when, you know, my legs are rubbing together and that's very uncomfortable. I have one for my heels if shoes are uncomfortable. But this seems like it could be like an all-in-one situation, but I was really hoping that it would be helpful for kind of treating my eczema patches on my arms and on my legs that are really popping up here in the dry, cold winter time. It happens every year, and if you have eczema, you know how it goes. But I just wanted something where I didn't have to get my hands really greasy or lotiony or oily first thing in the morning when I'm trying to head out the door. So I thought that this would be really handy. So I'll have to check back in with you guys and see how this works out. I also repurchased this e.l.f. Holy Hydration face cream. I've talked about this in a few favorites videos. This is the fragrance-free version. I accidentally picked up a fragrance version one time and it did not do well with my skin, so I make sure to look for this one, and they did a little rebranding or repackaging with this, but it's still the same product. So I really like this stuff. And because I like it so much, I decided to try their Holy Hydration eye cream. So same skincare line. This one did not have a fragrance-free version, but that is what I picked up, and I'm hopeful that this kind of helps some of my under eye areas that are getting really dry. Again, this winter dry air is just not helpful with my skin at all. So with makeup, I try to use a lot of liquid makeup in the winter time to kind of help add in that hydration. And lately I've been using a L'Oreal foundation that works really well, but it's a medium coverage, a little bit on the heavier side, and I wanted to try something a little bit dewier and lighter. So I picked up the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. So that is what this looks like. And now that I'm seeing it kind of out in the natural sunlight, I can see that it has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm hopeful it's not too sparkly and glowy, but just kind of more of a fresh look. But if that one doesn't work out, I also picked up the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, which I've heard really good things about as well. The shade ranges on this one weren't nearly as good as the L'Oreal, so we'll have to see how the two compare and see what the coverage looks like as well. Obviously with a serum, I'm not expecting full coverage on that, but I want it to do a little bit of smoothing and blurring. So we'll see how that works out. Last two beauty products are from the Kristen S hairline. I got the Reconstructive Moisture Mask. It's kind of from her original line, the pink line. I have her shampoo and conditioner. I really like that. And then I wanted to try her Blow Dry Mist. It says it's ultra lightweight, split end smoothing, shine enhancing, cuts drying time, and heat protecting up to 450 degrees. So I really like that it has the heat protectant built in as well, because as you probably noticed, I curl my hair quite a bit. So this says, this will be a game changer if you love a good blowout, but wish it was less of a chore. Cuts down drying time, adds epic shine, and protects against heat. So excited to give this a try and see how it does. And actually there was one item from the refrigerated section that I went and grabbed from my refrigerator that I'd forgotten about. So it is this Belgian Boys original crepes, and I thought that it'd be really fun to try either on Valentine's Day or just any night out of the week when we want a little extra treat. So I love the banana Nutella crepes. I love Nutella strawberry. John loves like a cinnamon sugar, brown sugar maple type crepe. But I just thought that was really fun. It would also be fun if you were having some people over and you wanted to do like a little fun dessert. So I don't know how many times I can say fun with crepes, but I think it's gonna be great. Moving on to a few HomeGoods finds. This first one sticking out of the bag is just some cute little wrapping paper for birthdays, and it just has little slices of cake with a candle and sprinkles. It's got this pale blue background, so I thought that was really pretty. My mom had her birthday last week, and as I was wrapping up her gift, I noticed that I was running out of my fun birthday paper. So I was glad to find that and pick that up. And then I did a little stroll down the clearance section of HomeGoods, which is always dangerous. The first thing that I found was this bathtub pillow. I don't take baths too often, but when I do, I always wish I had a pillow. So I finally purchased it. It was on clearance for $10, originally $12, so not that much of a difference. But it is so squishy and comfy, so whenever I do take a bath the next time, I will be cozy and comfortable. So I was glad to find that. And then in the clearance section, I also found this little loaf pan. So 3-pound loaf pan for $4 non-stick, and it's pretty heavy and sturdy. So kind of the same thing with the bath pillow. I don't make a lot of bread, don't take a lot of baths. I don't make a lot of bread, but when I find a recipe that calls for a loaf pan, I'm always wishing that I had one so that I could try it out. So now I have one, and it only cost me $4. Then in the rest of the store, I went to the pet section. I wasn't as impressed with their toys this time. We have 2 HomeGoods in our area, and the store that I went to doesn't always have the best toy selection, so I'll have to go to the other one after work this week. But I did find this Bocce's Bakery Strawberries Are Red and I Love You biscuits. So these are strawberry and cream cheese, and I thought these would be cute for Gus's little Valentine's Day basket or bag. Not sure what I'm putting together for him yet, but he'll get a couple of Valentine's Day things. And then the last thing that I picked up from HomeGoods was this little kitchen drying mat. We have had one of these before. It got kind of yucky and we threw it out, so I just wanted to pick up a fresh one so that we had a place to lay out all of our dishes as they dry on the kitchen countertop. And my last stop of the morning was over at Trader Joe's, and I didn't get a whole lot, just a few things. I saw these unsalted white corn tortilla chips. Thought those would be good to have on hand with the Winter Olympics being on right now and then the Super Bowl coming up. I'm sure they have unsalted tortilla chips at the regular grocery store, but I just saw them and decided I'd get them now instead of later. So those looked really good. And then I got the fresh marinated mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna make a little tomato mozzarella salad to go with my lunches this week. And I picked up these cheese tortellinis. Thought those would be good to keep in the fridge for a quick dinner meal one night with a little marinara sauce. And then I also got these frozen French green beans. I typically buy the fresh ones from the store, but it's nice to have the frozen ones on hand. I use these with all kinds of meals throughout the week just to add some more veggies and more green to my plate. And then finally, I picked up their organic Italian salad dressing that also has Romano cheese in it. And this tastes just like the Olive Garden salad dressing, which I know they sell in the regular grocery store, but this stuff is awesome. I almost think it's better than the Olive Garden one. Now the calories are pretty good, the sodium isn't that great, so I try to use this sparingly on salads, but it is really yummy and packs a pretty good flavor. So I was excited that they had it in stock because there were a lot of people at Trader Joe's today, which I am not surprised about, but it's a small grocery store and I'm just not used to that. So that wraps up my Sunday shopping haul. Thank you all so much for watching and following along. I hit a major milestone here on my channel over the weekend and I reached 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so grateful for every single one of those, and I'm just so happy when I see comments come through from all of you and the like buttons popping up. It just means so much to me to know that you're enjoying the content that I'm creating here on my channel, and I can't wait to create more content for all of you in the coming years. So thank you for watching and following along, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.